morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Let's see who's here. I saw Grays was Logan couldn't hang, but he was here for a while. Maui is doing a live too right now. Scott's here. Thanks, Scott. Tommy J. Jack, how are you doing? Um, and Dana's here. Wow. I've been thinking about you because have half a video in the camera on all the stuff that I bought for the CT. I bolted on half of it, of course, being the great vlogger that I am. I didn't video any of it. So the remaining, the one that goes across the front of the headlight and some other stuff, the seat, I already put on the back box and a back deal to protect the back of the thing. Not that I'm probably going to ever put it in anything that's going to hurt anything, but I dig it so far. We'll see. I've been running all over. I just got back from Bangkok. I was only there for a couple hours. We drove all the way there to look at the trailer. If you guys haven't seen the trailer, I put up a video on Got to Love Thailand and on Trailer Trash Thailand. So the trailer's awesome. So it's a done deal pretty much on that. And then I have to have a rack put on the back of it for the CT, and how that's going to get welded, I don't know. I took some video under it. I think it's going to be possible. I just want to make sure the damn thing don't fall off, driving down the road. And then I put in the video pretty much on the truck. This is pretty much a done deal too. It's I'll show it to you. The trailer, and like I said in the video, 30 to 45 days, and he'll deliver it here to Surin. I'm having him put in an extra battery so that I can run the thing for pretty much 15 hours at least on the solar. And I'll feel pretty comfortable with that. And then I have the 2200 watt generator that I bought. I bought a bigger one than the little 800,000 watter, so it didn't sit there and scream. So we'll check that out once the trailer gets here. And then I bought, well, it's pretty much done on this too. What this is the Ford. It's not the Wild Track. It's the newest version, 2023 Storm Track. And let me get over here, and I'll start this little thing so you can at least kind of look at it. It's a black. I ordered it in black. It'll be here in 30 to 45 days. 20-inch tires, 4-wheel drive. Awesome truck. What it sold me on it was the guy here in Surin. I was gonna get a Wild Track out of Bangkok, and this guy said, I've got a 2-wheel drive here, just came in as our whatever their test driving deal. And I went down there, and the thing is freaking awesome. It does everything. Not that I'd have to be like Dana. I'd have to have a college or jib. The thing does everything. It does that automatic parking thing where you just push it and it parallel parks for you. It's an awesome truck. Got shit on it I'll probably never ever use, but why not get the state of the art? Except for the Raptor is the only thing that's basically above that. And I didn't want a gas engine anyway, and the Raptor comes with that V6 3.2 liter. Wasn't for me. Hey Kenny, hey Sam Pitt, how are you? Glad you could make it. Are you here? Or you got to be close, right? Finally able to catch a live stream. I think you guys are pretty close. They're pretty much coming to pull the pin and come and retire. So that's awesome. Cheers to you. But I really dig this truck. We'll see. It's funny as hell. When you look at it's got all sorts of digital layouts on it. It's got an actual deal for a trailer for putting it in, the different modes and 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, Baja, all these different freaking deals. And it shows it towing it. And I asked the guy, I said, can I get and people from America will probably know this, can I get the hitch package with it? You know, I want the slide in with the plug and the whole deal. They just looked at me like I was from flipping Mars. And so I explained it to them, and they said, oh, there's a guy in such and such that puts them on. But if you put it on, it voids your 5-year, 150,000 kilometer warranty. I said, you got to be kidding me. I said, it's a truck. That's what the things were built for, was to pile crap in them and pull stuff. Anyway, so I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm going to void the warranty. What am I going to do? You know, but I thought that was pretty, I don't know, insane. Hey, Aaron, how you doing? Hey, Gary, how are you? No, that video was a joke. Still scheduled for October, November. Oh, okay. I take things too seriously. Plus, I like to be optimistic. So there's the inside of it. That center deal is like a touchscreen 12-inch. It's huge. And then it's got the, this one has the intelligent cruise control, and it does all sorts of stuff too, which I don't know. It's going to be like this iPhone 8. I still don't know how to use it. So why would I have the newest one? I can't use everything on this one. So I don't know. Truck looks dope as well. I got to run out for a meeting, but let me know when you get that. CT to Bangkok. Yeah, definitely. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it, Dana. Hey, Douglas, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Did you win the lottery? No, just I'm financing the truck. I am paying cash for the trailer, and I'll go over that with everybody. The breakdown on the trailer's kind of awesome. If you guys didn't, actually, the video for me. Let's see if I can share that screen. Let's see. I think I can. Was that it? Yeah. If you guys should be able to see that. Yeah. And look at, we're almost to 2,000. We're getting close. But the video itself is doing well for this channel. It's doing well. It's 1 of 10, 228 views in 16 hours since it's been up, which is, like I said, that's good for us here at GottoLoveThailand. So it's kind of cool. So the trailer is freaking awesome. I like it. Like I said, I looked at some of the 17 to 20 foot trailers without the solar, 2005 models, and they were still 500, 550, 600,000. This trailer was 550,000 if you didn't, just the minimal solar, just like you saw it, no bells and whistles, but basically the same trailer. And but with the extra battery, the tax and the everything, and it was 785,000. So I don't even know what that works out to. It's probably like $22,000 or something, US dollars. I don't know. But it's awesome. The kids were there. They dug it. Because what we did, we took off day before yesterday. I don't know. I'm like burnt. We took out at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning with the 3 kids, a cat, and me and Nitnoy, and we drove to Bangkok 6.5, 7 hours. Drove straight to the trailer place, looked at the trailer place, put the deposit, whatever he wanted, made the deal, she signed the deal. It's going in her name. And took off from there, dropped off the cat, went to get something to eat, which I think you see in the video. And then I just said, we could have stayed right there. It was like 6:37. I said, I'm just going to drive. I'm still not completely burnt out. So we actually drove to, and I think Chuck and Paige, that was the one they stayed in, that Sentra, that made us go to that brand new one in Ubon. Just an awesome freaking hotel. Well, they've got, obviously, one. They've got them all over, but they had it in Korat, and I believe that's where Chuck and Paige did their deal on it. The beds are awesome. It was really weird. I just had a standard room, 1,700 or something for the night. We booked it on the way. I drove 3.5 hours there because my wife wanted to work a half day the next day. So we drove there, got there like 10:30 at night. Went upstairs to the room that they gave us. The guy, of course, carried our one little bag. There was no bed. Opened it up and there's no bed. So we came back downstairs and they upgraded us to a panorama corner room, which was just awesome. On the 18th floor, the top floor. I think the floor above that is the pool, and just an awesome room. So they gave that to us, and then the breakfast was. I didn't film any of that, of course, but it's the same as the other Centra. It met my criteria. It was a AAA place because it had bacon, and the food was really good. They had cheese and meat. They had everything. It was definitely a 5-star ordeal. If you ever get a chance to stay in one, I mean, we could have stayed in town there in the local little place. It didn't have a breakfast, but it's real close to the kids' school and where we were for 1,100 baht. So this was like for 600 more. The breakfast is where I could say it was worth a $20 breakfast, to go. So we ate that and then jammed back, and then I dropped her off at work at about 11 o'clock yesterday. She was burnt, and she was dealing with the one because I'm putting a bunch of money down on the truck, but it's still going to get financed. And so she was supposed to meet with the bank lady. Of course, that didn't happen. And then I went back and picked her up at like 6:30 last night, and then she slept, I think, from when we got back until about an hour ago. So it's been a eventful few days. I got some really weird crap happening in Ubon. The electric company. When I was there, I looked at it and I'm going, man, they need more transformers. The one that's powering pretty much everybody there is one. So that one pole that, if you saw the video, had like 8 meters on it. One of them was ours. The guy finally came out and said he's getting 240 at the pole, and the wire that we ran, I guess maybe we didn't run wire big enough. I don't know the whole story yet, but it was only 220 or 212 or 215, and it wasn't running the freaking welders. So I ordered a generator today to get sent there, a 3,500 watt quiet one. So I'll probably use that instead of the 22. I don't know. I got to have generators coming out my ears. It was 1,600. It was cheap. The 22 that I bought was 10,000 baht. And they're China, of course. I haven't even taken that one out of the box yet, but so was the other one, and they seem to run great. And I'll do a little video and an unboxing on the 2,200 watt deal for 10, and this one was 16. Same manufacturer out of China on this, and I checked up on them. They've been making generators forever, but always loud ones. This is their first attempt with the quiet ones, and they're the quietest out of their dB rating was better than Honda. So we'll see. I'll take it out. The reason that I bought the 22, and I don't know if I explained it before, is I figured that instead of, if you watch the tent video that I did on camping and that little thing sitting there screaming, I figured if I, because this thing is 7,000 watt. The one I had here, I think, is 6, the one that I had in the tent. It would probably be running in econo on the 22 and not, half speed. So for both gas and sound, it's got to be better. And I'm going to do a test because I still got them both. I'll get around to video and doing a test with the thing screaming on the one, and let's see what it runs at on the 2,200. And now I'll have a 3,500 So we'll see. But I'll probably keep that as backup for the house here. Maybe I'll have them put in a manual transfer switch to where I could turn it on so it'll still run the pond, the pool. You not need to run the pool, the pond, and maybe one air conditioner, the refrigerator. We'll have to manually control that. But we'll see. So they showed me some pictures, all the columns. They did have to order 6 more. I thought it was 27 posts that they were putting in. If you saw that video, there was only 21. So they had to order 6 more. So they've got those in, and now they're putting all the metal structure up. But he's saying he's not getting the deep penetration that he wants with the welders. So that's why I ordered the generator. We did have the electric company out there, and they don't know. So I need an engineer to tell me, can we just do it by me buying, bigger wire and getting it there? Is it just the drop in the wire that's causing the problem? But I'm worried about, I'm going to have 6 freaking air conditioners there. So if I have people over, sorry, you can't run the air conditioner in your bedroom. You'll blow the freaking electric out of the wall. So I got to figure that out. So this is a Band-Aid, but I want to get the generator there because he wants to get which I don't blame him, and I do too. I want to get the roof on and all that stuff done so that once the rain, it is coming, and they can still do the block and some stuff inside. So still work through most of that rainy stuff. So that's the plan on U-Bahn. And they wanted me to bring them the 2200 watt. And I said, no. I've driven to U-Bahn twice now in the past week and a half. U-Bahn twice, and to Bangkok straight and back. I'm done driving for a few days. Hey, Ron John, I'm not catching anybody. Hey, Daz, what's up? Are you guys still there? Spell check is killing me this morning. How you doing, brother? Looks like you're having fun. I guess, are you still on the little Penang or whatever? I can't ever say the word right. But these with Chuck and Paige, I guess they were on an island. I don't know if they're still there or not. But cheers, brother. Let's see. What is that? What's the side? I don't know. Like I said, I'm dependent on them. I was going to call my buddy who's an electrical engineer in the valley, or I could go online and find out voltage drop and blah, blah, blah. But it's a long ass flipping run. And it's not like you're running high voltage to a transformer, where you can get away with 9 million amps on a wire this big. It's the 240 volt. So I think he just guessed at the wire size, Aaron, and it came up that way. So what they did was, because I told him, I said, man, all I want I paid 80,000 baht to get freaking electricity there. I just want them to tell me it's such and such at the meter. It's not us, it's you. F you and leave. That's fine. I'm not asking them to do anything. I just want to know what the hell's going on. So I got to find out from that. But I'm going to guess that we're going to have to spend money and probably pull new wire. They're not going to put in another transformer. They said you could get a bunch of neighbors together and put the thing in, and maybe 10 years from now they might put one on. But that area there is rural, and the real word rural. They've got one transformer that I seen within 3 miles of the place. So Dave, a few years ago I wanted to have street lights installed on our soy. I went down to the district office with a sketch and a small donation. Really? Well, maybe I ought to try that. I'll find out. Thanks, Douglas. I will see what that's up. Did I say hi to you, Ron? How you doing, brother? Glad you could make it. Hey, Mark's here. How you doing, Mark? Wow. So that's kind of been, I'll go there next weekend probably, or next week sometime, probably next weekend we'll take off. And then that's probably going to be the first trip with the truck and the trailer, and my wife will go for the weekend to U-Bahn. I really liked I was impressed with the China trailer. I'm sure I'll probably have to go through it and tighten up every little nut and bolt and stuff, which is kind of common. but otherwise the build looked okay. I didn't have any complaints. I'm gonna guess it is 250 meters from, because they bought 500 meters of wire. So I'm gonna guess it's pretty close, Mark, to 200. I forgot Mark's an engineer. No shit. Hey Andrew, how you doing? 250 meters, and I don't know what, it's a residence, so I don't know what I would need amp wise, or what what they would want. But you probably do for a house. You probably know. But yeah, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, and I don't know what size wire we ran, but I can find out. Thanks, Mark. You're the best, buddy. How many amps at 240 are you trying? Yeah, I don't know for a house. So it's going to have 6 air conditioners, five or 6 air conditioners, and then the refrigerator and lights and stuff like that. But the major use of amps for the thing is going to be the ACs. Okay, saying hi to everybody. If I missed something, guys, put it back up, and I'll and I'll try to get it. I was pretty much rambling. I didn't even look at the chat, but like I said, I was impressed with the trailer. The truck, like I said, man, I'm liking the truck. Let me see if I still got it. Did it go back? Let's see if I can get a. Yeah, we'll run it. We'll run it. I'll run it again, kind of in the. Let's get it up to the to here, and we'll. I'll try to bring it in. Sorry, guys. There you go. Screen, share screen. There we go, and share. And that's pretty much exactly what it's going to look like, except it's going to have the above the wheel wells, those I don't know what you want to call them, the wider puffed out plastic pieces or whatever. Just for looks, that's all it is. But I was really, really impressed with the truck. I liked it a lot, obviously, or I wouldn't have bought it. Let's see, Tommy J question: will you be going to Aaron's house blessing? I'd like to, yeah, sure. If I'm invited, he might not invite me. He doesn't like me. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I would like to, sure. 50 amp jumps to 50 meters squared. I don't know what that means, Mark, but okay. It's if it makes a difference. The house is 2,000 square meters. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms. It's only got 3 bathrooms. Oh, only it's got 3 bathrooms. It's a pretty big place. But the major draw on the thing, I think, is going to be the ACs, and what they draw, I don't even know. To tell you the truth, these little things, you probably know better. Yeah, it's going to be, because I don't know when I'm going to get the truck. According to the people, like I said, they want to void the warranty if I put it on. But the guy at Ford gave me have a little card of a place called Ford something. They put trailer hitches in Korat, basically on Fords, because I want somebody to put it on. I want them to know what they're doing. And according to this guy, this is where everybody goes to get it done. So I will have them do that. Though underneath the trailer, it looks like it's gonna be a little bit more of a challenge to. I did find a rack to put the CT up on, so now I'm gonna have to have some stuff. And I'm thinking, instead of just one slide in, maybe 3 slide in deals. So I just want to make sure the damn thing don't fall off the back of the trailer. That would really piss me off. Yeah, I will be there. I will. Yeah, fender flares. They gave them to me as an option thing. This thing's pretty cool too, but I'll probably never use it. And I did get the only other Well, it's fully loaded pretty much anyway, but the bed cover is electric. You can close it from the inside. Once you put the tailgate down, there's a button on the side, or you can close it from the remote control. And I wanted that because I'll have the generator back there and some other stuff with the trailer deal, and it's sure nice to have somebody can't just reach in and pull the damn things out. Don't throw rigging at others. Uh, is what the truck? No. Is that what you're asking, Gary? If it's electric? No. I have a 330 meter run. Power company said I need 25 millimeter, but I put in 35 just to be sure. Okay, let me get my book here because that's what Mark was saying with that millimeter deal, right? Okay. Because you guys say millimeters, it goes right over my head on wire size. I go by gauge. So let me pull out a old piece of paper here so it's easier for me to write. So you're saying electric company said 330 meters, 20, 25 meter or millimeter wire. You put in 35. Okay. And then I'll have to go back unless Mark can hear me. And hey, David, how you doing? It has backup camera. The truck has a backup camera. Yeah. Do you have any thoughts about central air? And don't no, it's just so it's so easy to put in the mini splits. It's not worth going through all the zoning crap and having to actually install it all. Might be a nightmare to these people here. is why I didn't run. Let's see. What did Mark? You still here? Or did you leave? What size did you say? Did he say 50 millimeter? Maybe he did. Maybe I can't remember. But I bet you if it's smaller than the 25, then that's probably one of the problems. And the uncle probably isn't saying it. If it's going to cost me extra money, then it's going to cost me extra money. I mean, what am I going to do? Everybody's human. So I mean, you made a mistake, and it's going to cost me money. But hey, that's part of life. He saves me money. I mean, look at what he saved me on the dirt alone. All those trucks at basically pretty much half price. So everything works out in the end, right? And Jack's saying 35. Hey, Tim, 25. Okay, 25 minimum, 30. Okay, cool. All right. Well, I'll send my wife a message. I've been trying. My poor wife, man. I think she almost had a nervous breakdown the other day. It's just so much because I depend on her. It's just crazy. I feel awful, because I can't just call the uncle and go, hey, Jack, what's going on, man? What do you got on that? He just what? Don't have a clue what I'm saying. And with the truck and with the trailer, and she has to talk to these people, and then she's got work and she's overloaded at work. So I feel bad, but yeah, I know. And that's what it sounds to me, Mark. That's what it sounds to me. What's happening? He said he was getting 240 at the meter, and at the house he's getting 212. And I told my wife, I said, man, you're already down on voltage. Any kind of a brownout. The worst thing for air conditioners in the world is a brownout, and they're already pretty much at that. So if we have the house and have 4 air conditioners on, and the thing drops down, we could lose 4 compressors. Sure, they'll probably cover them under warranty, but then I got to pay somebody to pull them out and put them back in, and it'll be a nightmare. So yeah, I mean, it's got to be voltage drop. Got to be. Dad's saying hi to Aaron. Everybody's saying hi to everybody, which is all awesome. 35 millimeter, you can achieve 60 amps. with a voltage drop of 4%. Okay, and I'm almost positive they bought 500 meters of wire, but I'll get it and find out. But I think Kenny said he was 330 meters, and I know it's not that far. They did a great job on putting those posts in. I don't know if you guys watched the video, but compared to the other crap that I've seen on this road on these wooden sticks that are falling over with the wire, ours is like top of cush. It's the best. Yeah, it shouldn't exceed 5. Okay. I'm gonna check it out, and if he says anything, I'm just gonna. If he says he's got 20 millimeter or whatever, anything under 25, I'm just. If it's not 35, I'm just gonna say just replace it with 35. If it costs me whatever it costs me, it costs me. I don't want to screw around with anything. It's already costed me $16,000 to get the generator. So. It's above. Everything's above. Yeah, bless the Poles. Yeah, they did a great job. I mean, if even looking at it, and even the video didn't really do it justice compared to everything else that's on that road. He just did a great job. But I think he just trying to save money, probably undersized the wire. Well, I should be able to run that down there because the a typical Thai house, the only thing I'm going to have is a refrigerator and some lights and a couple of lights, So, I tried to make, there's going to be 5-6 air conditioners down there, so we'll see. Yeah, that's why I wanted the government or the electric company to come out and just say, yeah, it's good here and it's not down here. It's your problem. Then I would have had the uncle go back and check every inch of it. But from what they said and what it sounds like to me is the voltage drop. The wire's too small because they can't even run the welder. And God bless him because he's going. I don't want to continue like this because we're not getting a deep enough penetration, and this is the roof. We want the structure to be right and blah. So he wants to do the right thing. But I'm sure he feels bad that, hey, Dave spent $20,000 on this wire and now he's going to have to spend, $40,000 more to rewire. And my wife had a good question too. And I'll have to find out because I don't know. She said, can we use that wire for anything else in the house when we're wiring it up? And I don't know. I don't know what kind of wire it is. I have no clue. But it's a good question. And I will ask him, why not, to the air conditioners, whatever. I don't know. Let's see, Daz. Are you still on the island? Did he already probably answer that 3 times while I've been rambling? The island looked cool. The only thing for me, it would have been the perfect time for me to go, Daz, because if the karaoke place was closed and everything was quiet, I would have been awesome. And if there's nobody there, that's even better. But I heard the island's beautiful, but it's party time when, if I was 30 years old, I'd probably be digging their moon. What is it? Full moon party? Yeah, I laughed, right? I'm looking at all these meters on the pole because the first thing to my mind was when he told me about that was voltage drop. And then when he was trying to pull excessive stuff with that stick welder, it just sucked the shit out of it. And but when I was there, I'm looking at him going, "Where's the transformer?" I drove and followed the line for 2 miles or something before I found the transformer for every freaking house pretty much in that province. So, in the village there. So, it kind of makes sense. I have problems. Yeah, I kind of wanted him to come across the road under the ground and into the house. But me trying to explain that to him, he just said, no, okay. Just put the shit in above. I could have went back and forth, but sometimes you just have to give up, right? I mean, you have to wave the little white flag and say, okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I thought I made it pretty clear, 5, 6 air conditioners. Make sure, if I'm going to do this, I want, give me, no, he probably, because the biggest thing with Thai people, in case somebody's watching this and they're trying to learn about Thailand is, expensive. They want if they can buy a Honda Wave for, two baht underneath the whatever the other model is, they'll buy the Honda Wave, and that's why there's a bunch of Honda Waves here in Thailand. Or if they can buy a manual transmission and save 1,000 baht on their car, they'll buy the manual transmission. So God bless. They want to save a buck, man. They don't have the to us, to me, and like I said, I'm trying to change my things because it's insulting, I think, to people when I go, well, it's only 1,000 baht. That's nothing. It's $30 or something, whatever. It's and they're going, holy shit, that's nothing. That feed my family for a month. So I try to think about what comes out the pie hole before I say it, and especially in front of my family, my wife or my family. So it's no big deal. I just want them to know, if I got to pay the labor, let's get the right shit to the house and not worry about it. If I have to pay, I'm obviously going to pay for a generator, but I can always use that as backup. Like I said, maybe I'll put in a manual transfer switch here, and when the power goes out, my pond can run, and the refrigerator and a few lights and the bedroom air conditioner. It should be able to do that, a 3,500 watt generator. Excuse me. I can go to my drink now. All right, let me go back. Daz answered again. Is he still on the island? I'm horrible. Sorry, Daz. You're probably gone. What time is it? You guys are probably already eating breakfast, unless your guys are done. Never know with Chuck. Although he's pretty caught up now. I think he's only running like 1 or 2 days behind, where in the past 3, 4, 5 days sometimes. That's why we get water pumps that cycle. What? Who are you talking to? Let's see. Water pumps that cycle all the time. Mark, unfortunately, most people do the aluminum. I hope it's not aluminum wire. I would have never given them the okay to put in aluminum wire. Yeah, right. Because it'll corrode, right? I hope not. Now you got a whole new thing going on in my brain. My poor wife, she's going to get hit up after this live stream. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. And like I said, man, it when I was at that Honda dealer buying that CT, I mean, remember, like I said, I put in so much money. The stuff that you guys give on super chats and everybody that has contributed through PayPal and all that goes to my wife, and it goes back to Thailand, whether it be one of the workers' wives' son's soccer shoes or whatever it is. It goes back to the Thai people, mostly the children. But when I was in there, the ladies in there, she had to be 70 plus years old in the Honda place with little bags of peanuts and some other stuff. And like I said, I think I bought the whole thing for like 250 baht or something, and then told her, now you could have the rest of the day off. And she told my wife, what did he say? He said you should go home and read. I'm going home now. Tell him thank you. Just smile from ear to ear. She made her allotment, and even that, the 250 baht's a lot of money, So it's all relevant. And like we talked about before, money's relevant, to your situation. But it makes me smile. I mean, anytime I could do that, I jump on that. That's why I should keep more money in my wallet. I haven't recently, just in case I run across that when I'm out. So Uh, fellow Sparky. Almost utilities in the United States use aluminum for the flex cables or supplies. Yeah, I wouldn't let him. I didn't let him use any aluminum wire. And if it's sized right and if it's done right, I guess it's probably okay. I'm just a, I'd rather pay the money and give me the copper. Yeah, that's one reason why I chose HVAC, Mark, because and Sparky's too. As far as trades go, and you're could argue the same points is everything could go to shit, and people are still going to have to keep their food from spoiling, right? So they're going to need electricity, and they're going to need some kind of refrigeration, right? And they're going to need to keep from freezing. Again, they're going to need electricity and heaters and gas and whatever. So, I knew like right now at 66 years old, if I lost everything and didn't have any retirements and nothing, penniless, I could go back to the States and be working and back into a house and then within a month, and at 66, so it if you know your trade like Mark does, you can doesn't matter, but it is electricians. If you're going to go for trades, definitely probably two of the top as far as I'm concerned. Good morning to you. How you doing, brother? I joined the dark side. Came an engineer after 10 years of jerking wire. Yeah, everybody that paid their dues up through doing stuff, it definitely. I don't know. I hated my trade, the service part of it. Getting paged it, working until 6, 7 o'clock at night, just working a 12-hour day, coming back home, taking a shower, sitting back on the couch, clicking the TV on, and the pager goes off. Back in the day, we didn't have cell phones. Call in. Oh yeah, downtown Los Angeles. One of the places the walk-ins out. Back out there. Oh, compressor's gone. Changing a compressor till 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. Get home, sleep for an hour. Pager starts going off at 6. It's 100 degrees out, and hit the road and do it again. So I hated that part. When I got into the engineering towards the end, in the building engineering, as like my transition to retirement, I actually enjoyed that. I had a good time with that. But everybody saying hi to Ryan. I'm still in bed. Can hardly see the screen. Did you see the truck? And did you see the trailer? Did you watch any? Oh, I have. No one really knows pretty much on the on the trailer. On the truck, because I didn't. I didn't. Hold on, I'm trying to bring it up. I didn't. I didn't show or say anything in the trailer video, but if you see the trailer video, that's definitely the trailer. And this is it's pretty much the exact truck. It's going to be black. That'll have those. What did we say, Aaron? What's the name of them? The wheel well deals. That's pretty much the only exterior stuff it'll have on it, and it has that bed cover, that electric bed cover. Awesome truck. Parks itself. It does so much shit that I'll never use, but at least it's there. Probably hold its value, I'm imagining, quite well. Yeah, I think it's going to be. Hey, Maui, how you doing? Hope your live stream went okay. Bummer we did them at the same time. That sucks, but still in bed. Hardly see the screen. But the truck is, those little lights on the one side actually turn when you turn the wheel. There's so many. It's got the electronic transmission, same one as the Raptor, 10 speed, I believe it is. It's got a bunch of bells and whistles on it. Like I said, probably crap I'll never ever use. Yeah, it's an awesome truck, and the reason we sold it on me is 3 days ago or 4 days ago, because it's going to be. I ordered it. It won't be here till 30 or 45 days. And the guy had a 2-wheel drive black one over at the Serin for their test drive vehicle. the Storm Track. This is the latest and greatest, except for the Raptor. And went over there and drove it, and I said, man, this is freaking awesome. Expensive on the expensive side. I think they start at 1.399, and I had about 50,000 in extras, so I think it was 1.45, something like that. But Aaron's helping me out. Fender fairings, yes. But really, really a nice truck, and the interior's just freaking awesome. So and I got to get the hitch, like I was saying earlier. It really cracked me up when they told me that if I put a hitch on it, that it's going to void the 5-year, 150,000 kilometer warranty. I said, come on, it's a freaking truck. It's what they were made for, And the weird thing about it is it's got two big ass digital screens. The one with the tack and all that crap on it, which is all digital. You can press these deals, and one of them, towing mode, it shows a trailer. So it's got an actual deal for the transmission. And except they show that on there, but they tell you if you put it on, it's no good. So I don't know. I mean, that's why I bought the truck, was to pull the trailer. Yeah, I'll be here. I should be here. I'll be here during the week. I think on the weekend, like I was talking earlier, I'm going to have to go to Ubon. I'm not going to have to, but we'll probably go there and take a look at. By then, they should have all the poles are up, and about half the roof structure is up. So they're hoping to get that done, and then what I'm hoping for is to get a roof on it, because the rain's coming. So it would be nice if they had that cover on there, and they'll still be able to work. The interior is plush, man. Again, that's an expensive truck. What is that? $50,000-$60,000? I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, the tires on it are Goodyears, I think, and we'll see what I'm going to do. I'm not going to put myself in any weird ass positions with this. The trailer's not made for it. I could have bought a off-road type one, but I'm just not going to. I'm not going to put it in any weird situations. I'm just going to take it easy. Some of the places when I get reason I wanted the 4-wheel drive, I just don't want to pull it into a nice place, although it's dirt or whatever, and then rain for for 3 days while I'm God, these glasses are driving me crazy. For 3 days while I'm there, and just a bunch of mud on the way out, and be stuck there for a week. So I wanted, and they aren't off-road tires. That's for sure, but they are nice road tires. So we'll see what it does. If it does, and I get in a situation and I'm screwed, I am going to get a little winch of some kind. I don't know if necessarily mounted. I doubt it, but something that I can use to pull myself just in case. Yeah, hitches. And it's really weird because the actual Storm Track truck that they're offering in Australia, the whole front of it's completely different. Completely different. I mean, and it's weird. And every one of if you go on YouTube, every one of their commercials for the Storm Track or whatever, the Wild Track there, all the trucks have hitches on them. It's weird to see, but I know they don't do it too much here. But of course, they'll pile a truck, 200 feet high and hanging over each side of the truck, which I passed on the way back from Bangkok. But God forbid they pull a trailer. So we'll see. All right, Mark. Hey, thanks for the info, brother. I appreciate it. Hope to see you soon. I'll catch you the next time you're in town. Hopefully, I'll get over there. Thanks again. Nitro tires on that. Yeah, I got to take a look. I'm not. I haven't been into any kind of four-wheel driving or anything in 40 years. So I'm kind of I'm not in touch with stuff, but I definitely will bend your ear. It sounds like you are, Aaron. Have the dealer install. Yeah, I wish they don't. When I asked them about that, they just looked at me like, "What?" I said, "Well, it's called a tow package, in the States, tow package." I drew it. Oh, no, no, no! You put this on no warranty. I said, "No warranty." Yet he's the one that hands me the thing that the aftermarket guy in Korat. He's the one that gave me the ticket. It's definitely bizarre, man. Uh, all their extended cabs, according to this guy, now he screwed up because he told me that the XLTs didn't have cruise control. Well, they didn't have adaptive cruise control. But he told me their extended cab, which I call an extended cab, none of them are four-wheel drive. Now, if somebody knows better than that, let me know, because I can't see Ford not making an extended cab pickup truck not in four-wheel drive. But a lot of stuff is just weird here in Thailand. We'll see. Definitely go 4x4. My in-law got my truck stuck the first day, and I had to get neighbor's tractor. Yeah, that's it. And I almost bought the Wild Track two-wheel drive. It's $1,074,000. For the two-wheel drive, same decked out, everything, on the Wild Track. They do make a two-wheel drive Storm Track too. And I'm thinking to myself, again, this is probably going to be the last vehicle. I'm 66. This is the last vehicle I'm going to buy. I'm not going to buy anything else. I'm done. And I'm going, I can see me, my mild-mannered self, sitting in the middle of nowhere, screaming cuss words at the top of my lungs because I'm stuck and I didn't buy the four-wheel drive. So at that point, I said no. And I was going to go with an XLT and some other stuff because I'm going, man, I could save like 300,000 baht, or maybe even a little more. And my wife said, just get what you want to get. Don't. She said this one's the truck that you should have. I said okay. So I let her talk. Hey, Randy, how you doing? Was just able to log on, caught the end of the truck video. Yeah, it's an awesome truck. Back in the day, I could remember saying I ain't never spending no $30,000 on a truck. I always had trucks, but they started going up and up and up and up. I mean, there was points where $90,000 for a pickup truck. What are you, crazy? And here I am. I don't know what that is. Somebody can. I'll do it right now. Calculator. 1/4 divided by, let's say 34. $40,000 US dollars, which I think is. I imagine that truck in the United States is going to be that much or more, right? Somebody correct me, because I think they actually assemble the Fords here, and I could be wrong on that crap too. Somebody can set me straight. Let's see. Well, I know I'm missing a bunch. I believe you. God, I hope not. I don't know. I've got a regular license. Until they pull me over and tell me I need another one, then I'll get one. You might have to, and I might get popped and have to do it right out. You know what I'll do? I'll ask the trailer guy. He should know. Really a nice guy too. But after all, and adding all the stuff, and then I told him, I'm not going to use the Isuzu, so I'm not going to come here and have you put the hitch on it and then, take it back. And you said at one point you would charge me 5,000 baht to bring it to Surin, and I don't get the new truck, and for 30, 60 days, and after we did everything, he said, you know what, I'll bring it to Surin for nothing, a freebie. I said, all right. So he's a good guy. So I'll ask him. I'm sure that he'll know. I can ask another dealer about the tow stuff. Doesn't sound right to me either, would you, Tim? You got about 24 dealers in Udon, don't you? I'd appreciate it, brother. Because it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like I said, if you look at the commercials on the storm track, one of the parts of the video, it shows digitally on the Ford truck with a trailer behind it. If you opt in a transmission option for towing, so I don't know. Let's see. What is Kenny's asking? What about his camper? What does that mean? Let's see. What did I miss, Kenny? Trucks have. Yeah, I know they have. This thing is like riding in a Cadillac. I mean, definitely, no doubt. Yeah, I mean that's right. And that's when I back in the day I said I ain't paying that kind of money because pickup trucks to me were, old, 70s, 60s and 70s Ford and Chevy trucks, and you had to go crazy on them to put 10 grand into something, so I don't know. But here I am paying half that. Ford is built here, and I agree the trucks in the U.S. probably 50. Yeah, I think so. Like I said, I've always thought since being here in Thailand that the vehicles are like way, way out in left field somewhere, and I'm coming to find out I don't think so. Not so much. I think it's not as bad as I thought it was. Put it that way. Oh, if you need a special one for a camper, I did look at a couple camper deals, too, and the reason that I like the trailer is getting in and out of it's easier. Setting up, it should be fairly easy. I did buy a impact because I'm not going to screw down the stabilizers, and they're probably not supposed to be used for leveling, but I would use them for a little bit. Out the look of the way that they're connected to the trailer. But I'm trying to make this thing enjoyable for this fat 66-year-old, bad need person to go out and have a good time. So, very difficult to do legal. Yeah, you can go through the process of registering the trailer. It's not easy. It can be done. Yeah, he's registering everything. He's doing everything there before we even get it. It'll be in my wife's name, registered with plates. So, in order to get a legal trailer, you must have a commercial license. To do that, you need a work permit. However, you are not permitted to do this and job only in Thai national qualify. I don't know. He's getting everything, so we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it's because maybe that's one of the reasons that I put it, because I could have put it in my name, and I just said why, when I croak all this stuff and everything that's being done in Thailand, there's everything that's in the United States is my kids. So what difference does it make? I might as well make it easier on her, than have to worry about trying to get it out of my name and into her name. And I've already, done my retirement, and gets transferred to hers when I croak, one of my retirements. And so she's set. So it's just easier that way. Look at the solar costs yet. I had SCD come out yesterday. Did they give you a quote or no? No, I just have this man, Paul, who came on, and I just sent him a little message. That's at Eco House Thailand. He's here in Surin. His name's Paul. He came on 3 or 4 live streams ago. Bobby wants to go with me because he wants to put it on his house. But he told me like a $5K deal just for the material stuff, the batteries and the controllers and the panels and all that would be about $150,000. So I'm figuring $350 for what I want to put on here, and with a little bit of labor thrown in. So, but I'm curious. Let me know later today. You'll get the cost. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me know. I remember when almost all trucks were single. Yeah, I know. When I got my Dodge, the very first year they came out with the new Dodge look. I don't remember what year it was. Everything was sold. They had extended cabs and all that, but I got a single cab because that's all they had left, and I wanted the truck. to pull my fifth wheel. So I bought what I didn't really want because they didn't have them. You had to wait like 6 months to get one. You watched his stuff? Cool. Yeah, it seemed like a really nice guy. I talked to him on the phone. I don't know if he watched the one live stream, but I sent him a message the other day that I just been busier than crap. And instead of I got his phone number, I should have just called him. I just was online. I just typed him and said I just been busy. I'll catch up with you. But Bobby wants to be in on it. And I think we'll just all go to probably Robinson's for lunch or something and just rap about it. He's really knowledgeable. Obviously, if you've watched his videos, he's very, very knowledgeable. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't see any reason why not. I'm definitely want to put it here. I don't know if I told everybody. I think I did. The end of this month, start of next month, they're putting in a stand above the two 1,000 liter tanks that I have, and I'm putting two more 1,000 liters up there. I'm sinking a in the ground solar pump, solar panels up there to fill the tanks, and then the water will get used for the pond, the pool, and the watering of the my father-in-law and mother-in-law's garden, whatever you want to call them, everything they've got there, and my wife's garden. So I think that'll be awesome. But for even $500,000, like I said, I know Tim's was. What did you say your last one was? 10,000, right? My water bill was 12,000. That's more than most people pay for their rent on their place that they stay in. Good morning, Outspoken. How are you doing, Outspoken? Good morning. Hope you're well. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. Yeah, definitely I wouldn't have gotten anything but my wife wanted me to get the extended cab. I'm going, no. And then when the guy told me that it wasn't, but this guy's the same guy that Bobby was dealing with. And I don't know if he's just new, but he just doesn't have a clue, man. And it would be better for him if he would have just told me, this is the first truck I've ever sold, and I would be fine. My first realtor that I had when I moved to Central California, I love her to death. We've been together. I think I bought 3 houses off of her. But at the first one, she knew nothing. But she was a good person. So it worked out good. He'd do better doing that. Gardner's code word for pot farm. Yes. Another 10 grand this month. I haven't asked my wife. I'm scared to now. Yeah, I would definitely. No wonder you got them to come out. But I'm curious on what they say. Now, is this the one where you actually buy the equipment, or is this the company that you lease the equipment from? Are you selling electricity back to Thailand, or is this just a standalone battery deal? What kind did you? What do they do? That company that you said. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it. Scott's on top of it. I don't think car sales are very. No, like I said, this guy was adamant telling me that the XLTs and stuff didn't have cruise control. Because I'm sitting there and I'm going, man, this truck is freaking awesome. But I could get a XLT for $1,074,000 or something like that. $1 million, right around $1 million. Save about $300,000-$400,000. And it doesn't have the leather seats, and it doesn't have this, but it still has pretty much the same graphic stuff, the center deal and behind that, and it's a little bit different. But I'm going, does it really matter to me? I'm thinking to myself, I could buy a whole nother car for one of the kids for $300,000. I paid $250 for the Suzuki. So these things were going through my mind, and he didn't have any there anyway. But he's going, no. So we went inside, and there's an XLT 2-wheel drive sitting on the showroom. And I thought, it had the big fender flare deals and all that stuff. And is this 4-wheel drive? And I opened the door, and he said, no. And as I opened the door, I look at the steering wheel, and there's the freaking, I said, what is this? He looks at me. I said, this looks like effing cruise control to me. And he looked at me and looked at my wife. My husband wants to know, is this cruise control? He said, yes. And I said, you told me they don't have adaptive cruise control. Okay. So it was kind of a nightmare. But if you could find out, Tim, the price on solar, and if they do in fact put tow packages on trucks here in Thailand, I'd love to know. Gotta go now. It's sleep time. All right. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. And to you too, Sumpit. You guys have a good night. They had an investigation about all the high electric bills. Check into it. Make sure you all aren't getting. Yeah, and I mean, it's all, my wife's saying it's all over Facebook. Everybody's posting their bills, and I told my wife, I said, something's not right here, man. She goes, why? I said, because electricity didn't go up that much, and we still have used. It shows us how much it used. That it doesn't compute in this pea-sized brain. I said, I'm not a genius, but it isn't right. So they probably are to a certain extent. SCG is a big company here, like whom going to be able to sell power back. Okay, yeah, because they weren't able to do that when I first started checking into it. I don't know, a year ago, whatever it was. They didn't do that. Thailand didn't do that. So, but I heard that they do that now, which is kind of awesome. We've been here over 429 a baht per kilowatt. Is that what it's at? I'll have to ask my wife. I should write that down too. That's the wire size, and then also ask about power rail. Not that I want to know, but I'll do it anyway. So that's pretty much the gist of it. We've been here an hour. Wow. Besides the power problem at Ubon, everything else looks great. I'd like to get through what I'm considering phase 1, which is the slab completely done, the roof structure up, the roof on it, and getting ready to start on the block. And with, like I said, with the roof on it, they can actually, unless it's just a driving wind, blowing crap, they can actually kind of sort of work. So I want to get that done. Plus taxes and fees. Yeah, I know. And you never know what that is. I don't know. God love Thailand. You got to love it, man. How can you not? And still, with all this crap and all that stuff, I mean, if you want to go live in South Central in Los Angeles in a studio basement, apartment in a house somewhere, you're not going to live on on a couple grand a month. Ain't going to happen. So even with the high electric bills here in Thailand, you can come and enjoy your life a little bit. But yeah, so I'm happy with the truck. We'll see what happens with that. I think that's pretty much a done deal. Also, the trailer is a done deal. That's done. So I'm guessing. What are we looking at? I don't even know what's the date today. What's the date today? Today is the 19th. So pretty much by the end of next month, I was hoping the end of this month, but the end of next month, I should have everything together. So it did. I think Ron was asking. I don't know if Ron's still here. I think we're pushed back a month. But as soon as I get it, we'll run to Ubon, and then I'll probably be heading yours and Craig's, and I don't know if Jake will be here. He'll probably be gone if he's not gone already. But I'll catch everybody. You sent me a screenshot. Thanks, Aaron. I appreciate it. But I'm real. Like I said, I was really happy with the trailer. And if you guys aren't subscribe to. I'm sure you all are, especially the ones that are here. Trailer Trash Thailand. It's up to 50. Let me see. I think 50 subscribers. Yep, 50 subscribers. I did run, and I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble. I just put up the clip of just the trailer, not the travel there or any of that stuff, just the trailer. Um, but it's the same one that's on Gotta Love Thailand. But it has how many views? It's got 20 views. So I was hoping that when people come there, but it was 47, so 48 for now. So we're getting excuse me, we're getting subscribers, which is cool. So because I'll be doing about it, never stop anything on Gotta Love Thailand, that's for sure. Let's see, Aaron, are you gonna plan another? Yeah, I would, since we got everybody on here, I was talking to Aaron. If you could find out for me, brother, what it would cost for a trip. Maybe if you want to do it, maybe we'll do it in the beginning of December. Would be fine with me. I've got people I'd like me and Tim both do. Baldy wants to go. Mike wants to go of Jam, of Meow. So I think we've got enough people to do a trip. If you want to, if you could find out for me, I just been so stretched for trying to do stuff. It's been insane. But I will try to contact her also to find out how much it is. I would go for, I don't know, when are you getting here? The first of I think you told me the first week of December. If you want to plan a little 3-day deal, right when you get here, I'd be up for that. Buying a truck, buying a trailer, building a new house. Yeah, I know. No shit, right? And trying to get everything done here. There's been World War II breaking out around here between my father-in-law and the brother, the cousin that's did the fence and because he sees them laying around and stuff, and he went off on them while we were in Bangkok. Chased him off the property, so I'll let my wife handle it. The little things. So yeah, so I've been, but I think we even have maybe more for another trip. But if you could find out just the basic, just not even exact numbers, but hey, if you've got 4 to 5 guys, it's going to cost $1,200 for or whatever. Get me a kind of number that would work for me too. And I like I said, I will try to send her something. Tim, I don't know yet. I just bought tickets a few days ago. January 1st, we do Phuket. It would probably be early December, not Christmas. And that would work out better for me. And I'm sure Tim doesn't. I mean, we're retired. It doesn't really matter. You're on vacation. So, but if you do a little 3-day in the beginning of December, I know that we got 4, 5, 6 guys that would do it, and I'd love to see them again. They were great people, and see you anyway. So retirement should be, yeah. I'm not having a problem staying busy. That's for damn sure. Want to look at gravity. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I'm sure that won't be a problem. And then the house thing is going to be in December too. I got to start writing this shit down. Let me do that right now. Do you have an exact date, or do you know, Aaron? Aaron's house blessed. I'll keep you. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me know. Like I said, you won't throw up on. Maybe we'll get a. She'll go. It's only $1,000, but if that man come, it's 1,200. I have to have my clothes cleaned. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Poor Tim. But he had such an awesome time after he took the Dramamine, fell asleep, and woke back up. I think he had the most going on from that point fishing wise than anybody, which was perfect because both me and Aaron obviously had already fished, and Tim we had a great time. It was flipping awesome. If you guys are interested in that, contact me, email me. but I know that there's at least Baldy, Mike, me, Tim. There's at least 5 or 6 people that will go. So okay, cool. I'm gonna kind of put tentative 16th. And how far is it from me, Aaron? Is this someplace that I can fly into, or do I have to drive? We can talk anyway. But in fact, if anybody wanted to, Tim, you bring the label this year as payment. There you go. I'm going to put in the this deal here. I know that maybe Tim and Aaron want to, if you want to come on for a little after, or anybody that's actually, but you have to show me, whatever. You can, we can do that because I think it's been an hour and 20 minutes. I think I've told everybody what's going on. If you get a chance, watch the videos. Even on the Trailer Trash Thailand, even if you watch the one, I need the watch time, and we'll start building up that Trailer Trash for my wife. That's actually it's her YouTube channel, and she's game, man. The kids are game on doing some camping. They're ready to go now, and my wife, after seeing that's kind of like, okay, this is like better than most of my family's houses. So she's game to get out and do some camping too. So, and Randy, if you want to come in too. Correct. Oh, okay, that's close enough. That's where I'm going to probably go to get the trailer hitch and stuff put on too. So I was just there, just stayed at the Centra. Cannot tell you enough how great that Centra is. Any of them, it was the exact same. People just smiling and anything to help you, and it was great. Like I said, we got to the one room and there wasn't a bed in there, and we had to walk back downstairs, and they upgraded us just cause, which was nice. Rooms, breakfast, everything just top notch, and not when you look at it again, it's relative, right? 1,100 for where we were going to stay in Bangkok with no breakfast, decent accommodations, nothing to write home about. But the other one, what is that? Let me do that real quick here. What did I say? It was 1,650. Oop. 48 bucks. For a 5-star, pretty much 5-star hotel. So crazy, But if you ever get a chance to stay, I guess they have them all over. And I think not even exclusively here in Thailand. I think throughout Southeast Asia. Don't know for sure, but I know there's a bunch of them. So if you get a chance, your area this well, you're gonna go there too. Yeah. We'll definitely all have to. I'm gonna go. I gotta go see Tim again. We haven't done anything. We haven't even raced. I haven't busted his chops about that. But anyway, there's the link. If you guys want to come, we'll do a little after deal for a few minutes. I will go over here to this and do my usual deal. Thank you, Richard Travels. He did put out a little video in case you guys didn't see it. Go to his channel. Maybe somebody can post the link to Richard's channel, explaining he's had problems with work and trying to do everything and doesn't know exactly what he wanted to do, but he wanted to update people because a lot of people ask about him. Why do they ask about him? Is because he's a good dude, man. And I like Richard a lot. I hope he comes back and does stuff. He's the one that did for nothing my intro and outro on this live stream, and I appreciate it. Thank you. And hi, Richard's mom, in case you watch. And I want to thank everybody and wish you a good morning, afternoon, or evening. And I guess I will catch you on the next one.